is the cat a metaphor for a child, or are you literal about that?
Yeah. I felt that more and more, maybe as I got older, and I was making this movie, and I realized, like, ooh, this is a race between, I can't be pregnant in this movie, I do want to do that, but I really want to finish this movie, all those things started to come up as I was getting ready to shoot it and finishing the script and stuff. So the cat didn't start out that way at all.
Now, you wrote the cat as a sort of exercise?
I started writing in the voice of the cat before I knew it was a cat. It was sort of, I was feeling kind of stuck, but unlike Sophie, I have a million tricks for getting out of that, and one of them is to sort of embody the stuckness or give voice to it. And so I wrote in this very kind of injured, sad voice, which became Papa, which evolved, and I no longer think of as, well, he is injured, but
the cat opens the movie. Do you do the voice of the cat?
I do.
I thought so. That's cool. So you're a writer, and you're an actress, and you're a director, and you used to do do you still do videos as well?
Not since I started making features. I feel like I will, but not yet.
So the actors in the movie, I find you did very well with. For me, other people have heard of him as Linkletter, but he's news to me.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Me too. Yeah.
How did you find him?
Well, I worked with Jeannie McCarthy on casting, and you know her. So she's cast so many movies I love, and she's very opinionated, and it's not always like what a financier might want to hear, And she really put her money on these two guys. She was like, "This is it," and I met with them, and I was like, "Yeah, you're right. These are the guys."
David Warshawski,
and Hamish Linkletter.
Fabulous too.
Yeah. I was like, "You get it." And then I made the rounds and met with a million actors for both parts. Some people I really admired who just weren't that guy, and so ultimately I came back to them and I was like, there's no way I could do better than this.
But then, did that make it more difficult to get the movie financed?
By that point, I already had basically the partners. Film 4 was already involved, and it was clear that this was going to be done on a small enough scale, and that we were only going to work with people who got it, who gave me final cut, a lot like the last movie. So it just wasn't, Gina Kwan, my producer, we just didn't worry about it. We're just like, yep, that's the deal. Like, let's see what we can get. And, it's kind of self-selecting. And in truth, most of the key players in the financing were people we knew before. Razor Films is Roman Paul, who was the guy who told Celluloid Dreams to buy the first movie. So, we love him. We sort of feel like we owe a lot to him, and we're so happy he started a company. Yeah. So, it wasn't a great time. It was just like the recession, and so we kept it, as a 21-day shoot.
Wow.
But we knew how to do that.
So this was when you say kept it, you kept it at a very low budget.
Yeah, we just.
Do you have a figure that you're
it was
like
modest,
under 1 or under 3 or
it was
somewhere in between?
It was it was enough.
Okay. Now, are you a New Yorker?
No.
You live in Los Angeles now?
I live in LA. Yeah, I have for 6 years, and I was born in Vermont, but we moved to Berkeley when I was 5, so I'm a California
You've never been
kid.
in New York, then?
No,
Wow.
Everyone always thinks
I know,
that.
it's true. Interesting. Okay, because this is very much about LA. I love the way that the man that she's having the affair with is in the valley.
Right, we all know what that means.
What does that mean, though? Tell us.
It's like, you know how when you don't have to drive that far to suddenly be in like a totally different world, And I kind of love that about LA. I look for excuses to go to these, places you hear about, and like Tarzana, and yet they're really not that far apart. She was just in Tarzana all along, like it's not that far, but it's another world. So it was useful, and also, in a really sort of simplistic sense, like he was very square. It wasn't an artistic life they were living.
He has the percale sheets and
it's like a nice
the necklace
hotel
around his
Doesn't feed your soul, but it's just relaxing or something.